and Ruth Ann on the Life That Wins. Greeting many of you out across the world, at least the United States. So good to see you and to chat with you and sing together. Ruth Ann, with her music, makes the gospel come alive. And so now, let's just relax and rejoice and be glad, wherever you may be, in a coffee shop, in your office, or in your home. Listen and rejoice for the next 10 minutes.
Good morning. It's just wonderful to be able to share with the hundreds that have really been writing in, and we have so many new friends, and thank you for letting us be a part of your day. The last time we were with you, we were talking about the people that made a difference, and it wasn't, you remember that I said that it was the only credentials that Elisha had was the credentials that the Lord before whom I stand. And that was enough to put fear and to put the people that were so flagrant in their sins under a constant notice that there was a prophet in the midst. And you know, there needs to be the time that you come in your life that you and God are so one that it seems like you're not sure which one is speaking, because you and God have just been joined. He that is joined to the Lord is one spirit. That's a high degree, I know, but you know, most of us would say, yes, I stand before the Lord, but there follows an action, there follows a doing, there follows something that will call the attention of the Ahabs of this world. You know what? Sometimes it makes an enemy. And that's exactly what it did to Ahab. He had no idea where Elijah was. And Elijah had put this thing on the whole Samaria, the whole 10 tribes, and said, there will not be any rain according to my word. And they believed him because it was beginning to be evident everywhere. And it seemed like the whole land was getting kind of wimpy, that the trees, any lushness that there was fading away. It was getting dark on the earth. And then, of course, there were the animals that didn't have enough to drink. All kinds of things were happening. So it made an enemy. And you know, when you step out for the Lord, sometimes you do. Yeah, if he'd have come on a steed, you know, a nice, wonderful animal, they'd have said, oh, he's in the camp of Ahab. Yeah, we trust him. No, he didn't come like any of that. We know what he came like. It was not impressive. What was impressive to Ahab and to the whole country, and especially to Jezebel, was the Lord before whom I stand. So I would just today like to say again, it is the Lord. It is the conscience that arises in the world it's severe. It asks for everything. But you know, if you're going to give it anything, give it your all. Give it everything. And I tell you, you will have joy. You'll be taken care of in famine. I tell you, the Lord is on our side. Believe it. Act on it. Don't be afraid to confront. And then, if it happens to be an enemy, accept that too. Some people that I know of have said, I judge my work by the opposition. Well, maybe that's true. So, okay, well, I'd like to sing another one that might just kind of make you happy. All right, The Mighty Run of Israel. Be heard in the power of His word.
Well, there we are again. Ruth Ann at her keyboard and the word of the Lord from her mouth. I trust that today you'll make that decision and say, Lord, I want to be one of those who are mightily used of God. All you have to do is give Him your all. That's everything. And He will protect it, shield it, and bless you in it. Thank you for sharing a few moments of your time with us today. This is Don Ruth Ann Polston on The Life That Wins. Send these messages on to others. Let's reach around the world with these video telecasts. God bless you, and thank you again. This is Don Ruth Ann Polston on The Life That Wins. Bye-bye.
You can get the rest of the story by getting my husband's book, Elijah.